All right, hello everyone. Well, so a lot of stuff going on in my life here, and there's something I actually wanted to share with everyone, and I felt that it might actually benefit a lot of people because this is something that can cause a lot of stress in someone's life. This vlog is going to be about using numerology for buying a home. Feng shui energy and detecting a little bit of like if the house is sick or not, like if the personality is just bringing in bad things, and if it's a bad thing, it's obviously going to cause chaos in your life. And purchasing a house is a big decision in someone's life, like myself. Now, there is a lot of stuff to this. I mean, I'm going to try to squeeze it all in here if I can. Try to explain it as best I can, based on my own life experiences, and maybe it might help somebody out. No, I mean, I've seen it many times that people buy a house and they're financially... they're financially ruined when they buy these places, and they don't understand why, or their life just turns into chaos out of nowhere. Now, there is this process that I do. I mean, like I said, I have degrees in numerology, parapsychology, astrology. I use a lot of that stuff, and a lot of stuff I do. I've always done it, but that. Anyways, let me get into a story here of a little bit about my life. A few years back, even doing these shows, you could see the place that I'm talking about in a lot of the older rants and talking to other people, blah, blah, blah. So, now, that place was just a mess and a half, and bad stuff constantly happened, and I needed to refocus my life. I needed to get out of that situation, and it's hard to step back and take an evaluation of your life like that. Well, I turned to my numerology and like stuff that I'm like, look, I really need to get out of this. I need to put a plan into focus and get this going. So what I did is the place I'm in now actually has an awesome numerology. It's a number 2. My birth date is a 2. So it doubles the energy of this home's ability to bring out my hopes and dreams, becoming more of what I need to be in my life. And the 2 numerology number of the house, the master number, is indicated that it will help me with relationships, financial freedom, goals realization, helping you get to that step. Now, why is that valuable not to me now, this information? I'm moving to another house. Is it going to be the same number? No. I'm actually looking for a number that will help me business-wise. And a lot of you know that that's why I kind of want to get away from the videos and stuff and start focusing on my business. Now, I needed to get, push that aside and focus on financial decisions in my life. Now, turns out that the house that I'm looking at that I really like actually turned into a number 4 house, which indicates financial freedom, financial stability, and total, saving up money, investing, and all that. Because I'm investing in stock markets and stuff like that. But I'm actually putting that stuff on hold right now, because there's Mercury is in retrograde right now, and it's a very bad idea to do any big financial decisions in this particular time. I'm not superstitious or anything like that. I just know that this is something you just don't do from experience. So anyway, this house has everything I need it to be, and I know that it's the house. It spoke to me like, look, I'm gonna help you out. You're gonna become successful at what you do, and I'm already feel successful inside. I just need to put it into action, So why not have a house that helps me with that particular situation? And stability and grounding. Number 4 is a grounding type number, so you'll be not making some crazy decisions on some big financial decisions that you're not sure about. It will make you be wise in your decisions. And now, I actually showed my retailer what I'm looking for in a house. And I do believe that most retailers, when they're selling a house, they need to know this information to put person into a house, or even show them a house that would fit that person's personality, just by simple little things of what's your job classification, what do you do for a living, what do you like to do for fun, do you like to travel a lot? If you like to travel a lot, keep that stuff in your head. You know what particular number this house is at. You're gonna be able to sell that house to that person, because it's gonna click. They can feel it. When they walk into the house, that's when when you walk in, you feel it, like, oh, dude, this is it. Or like, man, no, this place sucks. Let's leave. I believe that a lot to do with the actual number of the house, not the actual street number. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up simple numerology. It's pretty simple. You can even do your own little thing. They actually make calculators now that calculate your number of your home. Just put the number and the actual address name in there, and it will pop up the number and explain all this stuff that I'm talking about. It's pretty cool. Made it simple for the retailer. I'm like, this will help you business-wise. You already have the skills to read people. Obviously, most salespeople have the ability to read people, otherwise they wouldn't be doing it, otherwise they kind of suck at doing it. So, I used to be that. I can't do that stuff anymore. I don't like the way, she asked, like, did you ever, do retail before? And I'm like, no. I'm basing a lot of this stuff off there. And what brought that up is, I go, well, this place is what I need, and it's not the right time to buy anything. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not pressured to buy this home because these people are selling the house too high, and they're not going to really break down anytime soon in the price. The simple fact is that they are financial people. Like, they want to make a profit off this. A lot of people, yes, let's make a profit off this or whatever, but it's not. They kind of want to have something in return in this. There's nothing really wrong with this place. It just needs obvious fixer-upper kind of things. And, well, they don't want to put any more money into it, obviously, to up the sale value of the home. I don't know if any of this stuff is you're following along or whatever, but if you are, that's awesome. The market changes, all the time, and learning how to sell and buy a home is a very important thing, if you decide to do something like that. And numerology is just another extension of that, So, anyway, this house, a number 4 house, will have lots of red oak, deep wood, bulky furniture, and a lot of people that actually live in these particular houses will have that. They'll bring that kind of stuff into the home because that's what the house wants. It's really weird. I don't know how to really explain that part of it to you. I'm really sorry if I can't. the house numbers, you know, they either want the place to be like super bright, you know, it likes white colors, and you just like click in your head like, I need to put white colors in here, you know, making it bright. You know, like houses can become sad, and when a house becomes sad, you become sad, and that's when we have problems. When we do an investigation, you know, these people are just sad and depressed, and they're just bringing more sad and depressed stuff into their lives. It's an ongoing cycle, and it's dangerous. So I'm not necessarily saying just move out because your numbers aren't matching you anymore. But it is a possibility that it will change your life. Now, for example, you know, if these places are, you know, while these bad things are coming in, I would just simply suggest an animal or a plant. Bringing life energy into the home could change the situation. Getting rid of things, moving things around, feng shui energy, placing things that the energy flows smoothly through your home. And if that negative energy does somehow come along, it will move along faster, because a lot of energies just come and go. They come and go all the time, and I tell clients that all the time. Sometimes it just needs a push. You can't destroy energy. So you can definitely still push it out of the way to bring in different energy, or recharge the energy that you have. So, I mean, this is deep stuff. I realize that. I don't know if you're following along, like I said. Anyways, I'm explaining this stuff to the retailer that it's still on the market, you know, and it's not going to break anytime soon. And I have time, you know, and I don't want to stress myself out on this particular reason. You know, if it's mine, it's mine. It will wait for me. That's great. I'll just simply move on. But it is something I want. So, you know, I'm explaining that the house won't allow these people to sell the home anything really less than what they're selling it for. Hence why it's been on the market the longest in this area. Like, houses are grabbing up like crazy because there's not really things going on, she explained to me. And she's like, wow, did you study this? You know, like, no, just common sense stuff. You know, I study things like that. I study the stock markets. You know, I just, you know, can use astrology and almost anything, you know. So it was more or less to me that a lot of it, even though I went to school for it and, you know, got degrees in it, I really necessarily fully believe in the power of this stuff. I would say it's some knowledge that I wanted to know, you know, but mixing it into my own techniques and abilities of reading homes and people and making sure that things are smooth, you know. So I'm going to give you an example outside of myself here. I mean, let's say one of you are single, you know, and you were an artist, and you know, I guess that's a good one. But you moved into a house that, I don't know, was like, let's say it was a 5 or something, you know, or a 1. If you moved in a 1 type house, it's good for a single person, you know, financially and driven person, well, goal-driven person in their career would want a 1 to particular numerology house. It's not good for families or anything like that. I mean, it would cause some kind of conflict between family members and stuff. It's not really good for somebody that's in a relationship, you know, kind of thing. So, I mean, each number will have its thing. And like I said, I'm pretty curious on what you guys have as an address, you know. Tell me if these indications are part of your dominant life right now. Like it's pretty easy. You really don't need to get into super detail. Just look it up on one of the Google, and you can calculate your address, like I said before. If I did say it before. I made a couple of these videos already. It's just I'm missing stuff out of some. So, I mean, I wanted to get this information out because I feel that it is something that people throw aside, and it's not, it doesn't seem like it's an important factor in things, and it is. I feel it is. We're also looking at another home that's out in the country. I mean, this one would actually be a 7 home, which is a spiritual home. Now, it was something that I would like to do, you know, obviously, but it wouldn't be good. It's not good for business. I need the financial part of it. I mean, I'm a very spiritual person, but I can't necessarily go to a 7 house because, I mean, that's all I will be doing is like meditating and doing all the spiritual stuff, and losing my focus on what I need to do. I need to be spiritual and help people at the same time. I need to also think of financial, like, can I do this financially, you know, and keep this going. I don't want to make a mistake, you know. Obviously, there's always a risk in whatever, you know, you do in life, you know, and, you know, I feel that, you know, I wish I would have known to put this stuff to good use when you know, I've used it for personal gain a long time ago, but, you know, it's, might as well do it, you know. I will film this new place if I do get it, you guys. And I'll probably do it in VR. My own practice room. This place is awesome, and I hope I do get it. But then again, you know, it's not a good time. Maybe some other time I talk about the Mercury retrograde and how it can affect you, like in the stock market or anything, making a simple phone call and your phone just dies out of nowhere. But you know, I feel that I'll probably be doing a lot more videos like this. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue on YouTube. I'll probably just start putting these up on Facebook or something. I'm kind of done with this. We lost a lot of views on YouTube. It's getting there, man. I can't do it. Can't do it anymore. But I do. I mean, I have so much, you know, to share, and now that YouTube is deciding that when you talk about a certain topic, you're done. You know, they take you down. Yeah, that's how bad it's gotten. And you know, the last show with Eric, I mean, they're flagging it. They're starting to flag that because we're talking about his situation in the paranormal community, and they just got kind of angry with that. Whatever. I don't understand. You know, these videos mostly are for helping people, and if I can't talk about what's part of life, you know, the cycle of life, the ending of it, there's no point on continuing my shows on YouTube. You know, I feel that a lot of the stuff that I talk about is very important, because, you know, this can end up to the ending of your life, you know, kind of thing, if you buy into the wrong house and it just completely destroys you from the inside out, you know, because how houses can get mad at you, like it or not. And bringing things to the house that it likes, you know, it sounds like some kind of weird thing, but it's definitely something that you need to look into if you want to better your life, I feel. So I think that's about it. I'm going on about 20 minutes here. Anything I'm missing? Anything I'm missing? Long story short, I mean, it's careful, you know, when you go into a place, check that, you know. Now, as for like spirits and that, I don't. You're not really gonna feel that right away. Normally, they don't really show themselves until like a week or two into the process, if there is something like that. And then again, you know, my other steps with that stuff would be, start moving your stuff in. Like, let's say you got this place, you start moving your stuff in slowly. Don't move in right away. Let the energy of the house absorb it, you know, like get used to you before you move in. You know, now if there's a spirit living there, they're gonna get mad if you just like move the fuck in. And that's, I swore, and they're probably gonna flag me. That's why I'm, you know, like, whatever. You know, it's not even gonna go on YouTube. Let's just go on Facebook. Anyway, what was I saying? It's important stuff. You need to just give me a second. That made me, I can't believe I slipped up there. Anyway, you want to make sure that you move your stuff in slowly, just so you don't upset the energies in the area. You want to inspect the place for, you know, gases or anything like that, or make sure that you're not just, you know, hallucinating something. You know, make sure you do the classic steps of testing the air, where your EMF readings are, because they, you know, it can cause hallucinations and stuff like that. That's the easy, basic stuff that I would do on a new home. The time frame of moving in, I'd say about 1 week to 2 weeks, and even a month would do, just to see if the house doesn't get so angry with you that you're done with, you know, you're financially ruined. And it has happened. It has happened to people that buy like hotels or whatever. They just get into a financial disaster. Now, you can't just say that's, you know, paranormal, Brian, blah, blah, blah. Why do you have to connect everything to paranormal? It's not necessarily paranormal. I mean, obviously, numerology was around a long time, you know. But it's easy, it's viable, you can see it. You can see aspects of that in your life. But, you know, let's say you did move in, you did all this stuff, and you got the thing to adapt to your energy, and this all of a sudden it just starts doing it. Like I said before, it can come and go. It might just flow away, or just get sick of you, don't like your energy after a while, and just leave. That has happened before. Clients that I've had, you know, like, they just had some tragic stuff happening in their life, and just bringing a plant into their life changed it. Now, me teaching the realtor, I mean, it definitely, I think this will benefit her a lot. I feel that, you know, she's going to be able to sell more houses, and knowing people, you know, how to sell a house by number, you know, and personality. I think, you know, when people love their job, and this person actually, I can see that she does, you know, any information like that. I mean, obviously you don't have to go out and start blurting the stuff out, you know. I told her you can keep the stuff in your head, you know, and keep that in mind as a sales technique. It will work. Anyway, guys, I feel that, you know, if this has been beneficial for you, just let me know. Leave a comment below. Post it. Yeah, do that little experiment for me. See if your house number matches your personality. Post below. Later, guys. I'm gonna go for my meditation and walk here on my nature trail. So, later.